How you view God is the most important thing about you. I think the scripture that comes to mind for me is the parable of the talents. And so if you know that parable, it's in Matthew 25. And so what happens in that passage is that there's a man who's leaving. And so he's got a few guys he's going to entrust his talents to, his money to. And he gives one guy a whole bunch. And so the guy knows the heart of the master, right? So he goes and he multiplies. And he's like, man, this is amazing. I'm going to come back. And the next guy gets half as much, except he gets a lot still. And he goes out and he multiplies it. Right, he works hard. He knows the heart of the master. He knows his heart is multiplication. And then the last guy gets one talent. And it explains in that passage that he hides the talent. And then when the master comes back, he's like, all right, guys, let's hear how you did. And so the guy that had a lot, he comes back. He says, well done, good and faithful servant. Mm-hmm. Enter into the joy of your master.
Yeah.
Hey, like you've done well. Like you multiplied this thing. And then he comes to the last guy. And he says, hey, how did you do? He said, well, I knew that you were, unjust.
Right.
And that you were harsh. And so I hid the talent. And here, I've returned it back to you. And I think there's a lot in that passage, right? Is that he didn't understand the heart of the master. He thought he was an angry, harsh God. And man, if I lose what I have, then he's going to be mad at me and I'm going to get in trouble. Well, he got in trouble anyways. The other two guys understood how loved they were. And the heart of God, the heart of the master, is he wants you to take risk. He wants you to multiply. And so I think it comes back to how we view God. How you view God is the most important thing about you. If you view him as a harsh, guy that's unjust and he's just out there, but he's just kind of a slave driver, then yeah, I would be scared too. I'd hide my talent. I'd hide the gospel. I'm not taking risk. I'm just going to keep my head down and be a good guy and all these things. And yet if I understand that he's a God who owns everything and he's loving, he's holy, absolutely, but he's also loving and kind, and we're in intimate relationship with him, and his heart is multiplication, and he wants you to go take risks. That's pretty beautiful.